The research station on Kepler 442b hummed with its usual nocturnal rhythm when Anna first heard the sound. 3 soft scratches against the airlock door, followed by silence. Then 3 more. "Oliver, are you hearing this?" Anna called from her workstation, pulling off her headphones. Her research partner looked up from his microscope, frowning. "Hearing what?" The scratching came again, more insistent this time. Oliver's eyes widened. "That's not the wind," he said slowly. Anna was already moving toward the security monitor. The external camera revealed a small, furry creature sitting patiently outside their door. It was roughly the size of a terrier, with 6 legs and bioluminescent patches along its spine that pulsed in soft blues and greens. The creature raised one front paw and deliberately dragged it down the door 3 times. "Is it trying to knock?" Oliver breathed, leaning over Anna's shoulder. They had been on Kepler 442b for 8 months, cataloging the planet's biodiversity for the Galactic Consortium. The local fauna had proven timid, keeping their distance from the human outpost. But this creature, what they had classified as Hexapoda luminaris in their reports, though they privately called them glowpups, seemed determined to get their attention. "Protocol says we don't open doors for unknown wildlife," Anna reminded him, though her hand hovered over the camera controls, zooming in on the creature's face. Its eyes were large and dark, reflecting the station's exterior lights. It scratched again, then sat back, waiting. "It's learning," Oliver whispered. "Anna, it's actually learning to knock." Over the next week, the cub returned each evening. Its knocking improved from scratches to deliberate taps. 3 taps, wait. 3 taps, wait. The pattern was unmistakable. Anna began leaving food pellets in the external storage compartment. The cub would take them carefully, never rushing, always polite in its strange animal way. On the 5th night, it brought something back, a cluster of crystalline flowers that grew in the nearby forest. "Gift exchange," Oliver noted, photographing the flowers through the camera. "That's sophisticated behavior. The consortium won't believe this," Anna said, but she was smiling. By the 10th night, the cub had mastered knocking. 3 clear raps with its paw, perfectly spaced. Anna found herself waiting for those knocks, found her heart lifting at the sound. "We should open the door," she said during their morning briefing. Oliver set down his coffee. "Anna, I know the protocol, but look at the data. This creature is showing problem-solving skills, social learning, and gift-giving behavior. If we don't study this interaction, we're failing our mission. If we open that door and something goes wrong, we could contaminate the local ecosystem, or worse." Anna pulled up her tablet, showing weeks of observational data. "It's not contamination if they're seeking us out. This is first contact, Oliver. Real first contact. Not with some advanced civilization, but with a species that's trying to bridge the gap on its own terms." That evening, they compromised. They opened the outer airlock but kept the inner door sealed. The cub stepped inside cautiously, its bioluminescent patches flaring brighter. It looked around the small chamber, then sat down and waited. Patient as ever. "Hello there," Anna said through the speaker system. The cub's ears, 4 of them, Anna noted, swiveled toward her voice. Over the following weeks, their routine expanded. The cub, which Anna had started calling Scout, would arrive each evening. They would share food through the feeding slot. Scout would bring gifts, more flowers, interesting stones. Once a small creature that appeared to be recently deceased, which they politely declined. But the real breakthrough came when Scout started bringing others. First, one adult glowpup appeared with Scout, watching from a distance. Then 2. Then a whole family group. They didn't approach the door, but they observed, their luminescent patches creating a constellation of lights in the darkness. "They're teaching their young about us," Oliver realized, watching the monitors. "Scout is showing them that humans can be safe." Anna felt something catch in her throat. On Earth, humanity had driven countless species to extinction through carelessness and greed. But here, on this distant world, they were being given a second chance. Not to dominate, but to be worthy of trust. "The consortium needs to see this," she said. "This is why humans were chosen for first contact missions. Not because we're the strongest or the smartest species in the galaxy." "Then why?" Oliver asked. Anna watched Scout carefully arrange a new gift, a perfectly spiral shell, at their door. "Because we remember what it's like to be afraid. We remember what it's like to reach out, hoping to be understood. And sometimes, if we're very lucky, we remember to be gentle." Scout knocked 3 times, perfect and clear. Anna pressed the button that slid a treat through the feeding slot. The cub took it gently, then touched its paw to the door, not scratching, not knocking. Just touching. A connection across species, across understanding. Humans don't give up on communication. Anna continued softly. We keep trying, keep reaching out, keep hoping that someone will hear our knock at the door and let us in. That's our gift to the galaxy. Not our weapons or our technology, but our stubborn, hopeful refusal to accept that connection is impossible. Outside, Scout's family drew closer, their lights painting the darkness with possibility. Oliver smiled. Command is going to want us to write this up. Let them wait, Anna said, watching the lights. Right now we have visitors, and in the soft darkness of an alien world, a human and a cub who had learned to knock shared a moment of perfect understanding, proof that the distance between species was never as far as fear made it seem.